Hello guys, welcome to the sixth video of this tutorial series. What we'll be talking about is margins. We are still on to boss models. As you can see on the screen, we'll be talking about margin. In this case, we've talked about padding, borders. Now we're on to margins. So right away, we'll just kickstart. Let's go back to Dreamweaver and do magic to it. So guys, right now, if you look at this, the gap between this screen and this blue margin, blue background here, and this is a margin, the one on top and this below, those are the margins we're talking about. So in order to tweak this, control this tag itself, this box, which is the H1 box, we have to at least work on the margin a little. So if we go to CSS and decide to add here, if we decide to add maybe a margin of 50 pixel, no 60 pixel to it. So we save this, if we refresh, there you go. What this has done is that it has added 60 pixel margin to the top here, to the left, to the right, and to the bottom. And if you have a second content right now, you see same 60 below. So let's just go back and do that. So we see that it's working on both sides. For this one here, if I hit this, so I'll just copy this, paste one more time. After saving that, I'll come back and refresh. There you go. Now you have a 60 pixel margin left, right, center, as in bottom and the top, which means it is working. And just as we did for padding, borders, and the rest, it works the same for margin. So if we want to do that, we can also use the same line of code to do all that, thereby giving 60, 60, 60 to all sides. But right now we want to add a margin to the left and only to the right. We don't want the entire top, as in the top, to have that margin. So right now we can just say here is 0 pixel, like I told you. The first one is top. Here you have the second one here. This one is what? Your left. Sorry, this one is your right. So if we say 60 pixel, now we go to the bottom, which is 60 pixel as well. We don't really want that. We don't want any to be at the bottom. We only want for the left and the right 60 pixel. So if we save this and preview in our browser, there you go. Now both cells have meshed together, but you can't really separate which of them is which. If we decide to add a line break to that right now by putting an arrow tag here, which we already talked about in the previous video, we're talking about introduction to HTML. If we do this, you see that line separating both. This is not a margin quite alright, but at least we've been able to add the margin of 60 pixels to the left and to the right. And we can also do that to both sides. We can do it instead of this. We can decide to make this 0, make this 60, make this 0, make this 60. It's just a matter of how you tweak it. But if you see, we have the margins right here. The reason you're having this double here is because of this arrow tag. So we just go back and remove it. So we have one single 60 pixel running down. So you have one here top, you have one here top, and also you have at the bottom. So that is just that for margins. and you can feel free to work on all this and try them out yourself.